The sun rises slowly over the dry desert landscape of Albuquerque, New Mexico. A soft golden light spills across low adobe rooftops. The air is still, quiet, cool. In a modest single-story home, Walter White is already awake. It's early. The sky outside his window is pale, almost silver, the horizon still faintly blue from the night. Walter moves through his kitchen with the stillness of someone used to repetition. Coffee brews. The kettle hisses gently on the stove. Skylar, his wife, is already at the table, wrapped in a soft robe. She's pregnant, calm, focused. Across from her, their son Walter Jr. finishes breakfast with slow, practiced movements. He uses crutches. His words come slowly but firmly. There is love in the room, though few words are spoken. Walter dresses for work. Buttoned shirt, slacks, practical shoes. He ties a simple tie. In the mirror, he looks calm and tired. Then he heads to school, driving a car that hums and rattles faintly with age. In a quiet classroom lined with black countertops and lab sinks, Walter begins another lesson. He writes carefully on the board, CH3COOH, acetic acid, the building block of vinegar. His tone is patient, steady. He asks a question. No one answers. Few students whisper. One stares out the window. Still, Walter continues. He teaches with care, even if no one seems to notice. After school, he doesn't go home. Instead, he changes clothes in a small, plain locker room. At the local car wash, he dons a blue apron and begins scrubbing tires. The sun beats down. Soapy water drips from fenders and bumpers. Walter wipes, rinses, and dries with quiet resignation. His manager calls out, annoyed, pointing at streaks on a windshield. Walter nods. Starts over. Another day. Another vehicle. That evening, a small celebration. Skylar decorates the dining room with streamers. There's a cake on the counter. Candles. It's Walter's 50th birthday. Friends and family gather. Hank and Marie arrive, bringing laughter and loud voices. Hank, a DEA agent, brags about recent arrests. Marie chats about baby names and vitamin supplements. Walter stands quietly near the wall, smiling when expected. Skylar watches him with a loving, slightly puzzled glance. Later, as the party winds down, Hank puts on a video clip from a recent bust. The screen shows a chaotic scene. An RV. Chemicals. A figure climbing half-dressed out of a window, Jesse Pinkman. A name Walter recognizes. A former student. Skylar laughs. Walter doesn't. The next morning, Walter faints at work. Simple collapse, sudden and quiet. Paramedics take him to the hospital. The lights are dim. The hallway smells faintly of antiseptic and coffee. The doctor enters. The diagnosis is gentle but final. Lung cancer. Inoperable. Stage 3. A quiet settles over the moment. Walter blinks. Says nothing. Then he nods. He gets dressed. He goes home. He tells no one. In the garage that night, he sits in silence. A broken lamp nearby. Some old tools. He scribbles numbers onto a receipt. Bills. Costs. Insurance. His expression remains unreadable, but his eyes are focused, alert. He remembers Jesse Pinkman, and he calls him. The conversation is brief. A meeting is arranged. They sit in Walter's car on a quiet street. Jesse fidgets. Walter speaks slowly, carefully. He proposes something unthinkable. They will cook meth. With chemistry. With precision. Jesse scoffs. Then he realizes Walter is serious. Deadly serious. Jesse agrees. They buy an RV. It's old, beige, rusted at the corners. They drive it into the desert, bouncing gently over a rough, narrow road. Inside, Walter sets up a lab. He moves with focus. Jesse watches, arms crossed. Walter's hands are steady. The beakers bubble. The room warms with the heat of reactions. The meth is beautiful, clear, shimmering, like glass. Jesse is stunned. "This is art," he whispers. Jesse sets up a deal. 2 men arrive, Crazy 8 and Emilio. The meeting happens inside the RV. The mood is tense. Emilio recognizes Walter. Tempers flare. A gun appears. Walter acts without hesitation. He grabs chemicals, mixes fast, slams the door. A toxic gas erupts. The men inside scream. Then, silence. Jesse stares in horror. Walter stumbles out, coughing, winded, but alive. The RV sits, quiet. The desert stretches in every direction. Walter leans on the hood, catching his breath. A sound, sirens. He grabs a gun. He raises it. He closes his eyes. Click. Nothing. The sirens fade. It was not the police. Not yet. That night, Walter stands in the shower. Steam wraps around him like fog. The water runs down his face. He says nothing. Skylar talks from the other room. He doesn't answer. He dries off. Dresses. Walks to her. Kisses her. Something has changed. Not loud. Not visible. But undeniable. Outside, the desert is quiet again. The stars blink gently in the night. And the wind moves softly through the empty streets. A quiet beginning to a dangerous story.